And again, here's Tropical Storm Nicholas, very messy. In their discussion at 10 p.m., the National Hurricane Center points out we don't really quite know where the center is. There have been a couple of little low-level circulations here and there. The center was jumped forward to the north earlier today and then kind of backtracked a little bit. So it looks like it's barely moving, but that's because the center is changing its location according to these official National Hurricane Center numbers. Notice, of course, it's moving into Texas as a tropical storm. And while it's over those warm waters, it will likely strengthen. There are actually hurricane watches in effect, just in case it overperforms a little bit and maybe reaches Category 1 hurricane status briefly before landfall, but it looks like it might also kind of be inhibited. There is some southwesterly shear, and if it interacts with land a little earlier than this forecast, that would limit its strengthening too. But either way, it's going to be moving inland with a lot of rain for southeast Texas and even into southwest Louisiana. And then you can see it will be falling apart quickly as it moves inland, but it will also be slowing down and keeping some moisture in place over Louisiana and parts of Texas. It has a ridge of high pressure though, and it's kind of following this little weakness here around the high. And then as we move into Wednesday and Thursday, their big high kind of retreats off to the east, and it will be left between these two weaker high pressure areas. So that's why we're thinking it will take that general path. Let me show you our European model just to give you an idea. This is what it has. It has it moving a little farther off to the west. The GFS has been bringing it just a little bit closer to the east, still in Texas, but a little bit farther to the east. And look what the Euro is doing. It's kind of stalling it out here and waiting for a while to bring it off to the north. The GFS kind of curves it over into northern Louisiana and keeps the rain going for parts of southeast Louisiana, maybe through Wednesday and Thursday. Really, for Houston and the southeast Texas coast, there could be some pockets of maybe 15 plus inches of rain. This is just a kind of early outlook, but really the rain will be a big threat as it slows down over southeast Texas. Where we are, we will be sort of on the fringes of the heavier rain. And interestingly, the models are showing really different solutions right now. Yesterday, they were kind of in sync, showing maybe 2 or 3 inches for our area through the week. But now the GFS has a little more, maybe up to about 4 or 5 inches of rain, roughly something like that for our general southeast Louisiana spot. The European model, as you saw, it brings it farther to the west, so it has us only at maybe about 1 inch or 2 of rain. So we'll have to kind of hammer down exactly how much rain, but for tomorrow at least, notice we're not in the flash flood outlook. It looks like it would be more Tuesday, Wednesday, and then potentially Thursday. I also wanted to point out in the tropics, there are a couple of other spots that we're watching, but no named storms just yet. This one might eventually kind of possibly get near the Carolinas if it's able to develop. We'll see about that. Another wave coming off of Africa. But no other named storms right now. The next names are Odette and then Peter, I think, is next. Hurricane season so far, 14 named storms. We've had 5 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes. At this point in the season last year, we had 19 named storms. In fact, on today's date last year, Hurricane Teddy was named as a tropical storm.